Work-life balance is a corporate myth designed to keep you comfortable, average, and easy to replace. Hey, this is Momita. Let's talk about the lie that's keeping you mediocre. You've been told that success comes with balance. 8 hours of work, 8 hours of play, 8 hours of sleep. Equal time for career, family, hobbies, and self-care. It sounds fair, it sounds sustainable. It's complete fiction. Show me someone who built something extraordinary while maintaining perfect balance. You can't because they don't exist. Every exceptional result requires periods of extreme imbalance and obsessive focus. Work life balance is what you get after you've already won. It's the reward, not the strategy. Balance is for maintenance, not growth. If you want to stay exactly where you are, average income, average health, average impact, then by all means balance everything equally. But if you want to build something exceptional, you need to be willing to sacrifice balance temporarily. The people selling you work-life balance are either lying about their own journey or they've already achieved what you're trying to build. They worked 80-hour weeks for years, sacrificed relationships, missed events, and obsessed over their craft. Then, once they reached the top, they wrote books about balance. Here's what successful people won't tell you. They didn't get there through balance. They got there through imbalance, intensity, and prioritization. And now that they've made it, they preach balance to keep you from catching up. You're competing against people who are working while you're balancing. They're learning while you're relaxing. They're building while you're seeking equilibrium. And they're winning because they understand something you don't. Success requires seasons of imbalance. First truth, your 20s and 30s are not for balance. They're for building. This is when you have energy, fewer responsibilities, and time to compound. If you spend these years seeking balance, you'll spend your 40s and 50s struggling. Sacrifice early, enjoy later, not the other way around. Second truth, you can't give 100% to 5 things simultaneously. You have finite energy, attention, and time. When you try to balance everything equally, you give 20% to 5 areas and master none. Exceptional results require 80% focus on 1 or 2 areas, while everything else gets maintenance mode. Third truth, sacrifice is not suffering. It's strategic. You're not giving up your life. You're temporarily prioritizing what matters most. Every billionaire, Olympic athlete, and industry leader chose to be imbalanced during their building phase. They said no to parties, vacations, and leisure so they could say yes to their mission. Fourth truth, balance creates average. Average income, average health, average relationships, average impact. If you want extraordinary results in any area, you must be willing to be imbalanced. You cannot be exceptional at everything. Choose your battleground and dominate it. Fifth truth, the guilt around imbalance is socially programmed. Society wants you balanced because balanced people are predictable, manageable, and non-threatening. Imbalanced people change industries, build wealth, and disrupt systems. Your guilt is their control mechanism. Research on peak performers shows they all went through periods of extreme focus where one area dominated everything else. This isn't pathology, it's strategy. Mastery requires 10,000 plus hours of deliberate practice. If you're balancing your time, you're spreading those hours across multiple areas and mastering nothing. Concentration of effort creates expertise. Dilution creates mediocrity. The highest achievers don't experience imbalance as deprivation. They experience it as alignment. When your work is your purpose, giving it 80% of your time feels like fulfillment. Step 1. Choose your season. If you're under 35 without major success, you're in building phase. Act accordingly. Step 2. Pick your one thing. What area would transform your entire life if you dominated it? For most, it's income and career. Master this first. Financial freedom buys back time for everything else. Step 3. Communicate your imbalance. Tell family and friends, for the next 2 years, I'm building something. I'll be less available. This is temporary but necessary. Step 4. Set maintenance minimums. Maintain health and relationships at 80% while pouring into your focus. 15 minutes of quality time beats 3 distracted hours. Step 5. Schedule your balance. Once you have achieved your goal, deliberately shift into balance mode. But don't do this prematurely. In Ayurveda, life moves in seasons. There is a time for tapas, intense discipline and focused effort, and a time for rest. Both are necessary. At World of Ayurveda, I teach that constant balance disrupts natural rhythms. Nature doesn't balance, it cycles. Winter is intensely cold, so spring can emerge. Your life requires seasons of intensity followed by rest. You make progress that shocks yourself. 1 year of focused imbalance beats 5 years of scattered balance. You stop feeling guilty. Once you accept that imbalance is strategic, not selfish, you own your season and execute without hesitation. You build momentum. Success creates success. When you dominate one area, confidence spills into others. You create options. Imbalanced people create wealth, freedom, and choices. Once you have those, you can design whatever balance you want. For the next 12 months, go imbalanced. Pick your focus area, give it 70% of your time. Everything else gets maintenance mode. Track your progress monthly. Work-life balance is sold by people who benefit from your mediocrity. Your employer benefits when you don't build a side business. Your competitors benefit when you prioritize leisure. Success doesn't come from balance, it comes from obsession and strategic imbalance during your building years. Stop trying to balance your way to exceptional. Stop feeling guilty for being imbalanced. Stop listening to people who achieved success through imbalance and now preach balance. Choose your season. Go all in. Sacrifice temporarily. Win permanently. The only question is, are you ready to be strategically imbalanced?